This is one of the Inktober pieces that I did on the 13th of October, and I quite like the shape of the flowers. Maybe not the positioning of them, but I do like this, which came rather organically after I put down India ink. That's what's behind. So I thought I would get inspired by this and create something. And recently I acquired 3 new colors by Shinhan. It's Brilliant Pink, Sap Green, and Brilliant Orange. And I just swatched the orange. Look at that. And this is the Sap Green, and that's the Brilliant Pink. Now these were swatched when I bought them, and then I re-swatched today. And you can get an intense color. Just love it. So what I'm going to do is spray some more water on this. And I'm going to use my 1/2 inch brush, at least for the beginning. And I don't know how to go about it. I know the colors that I want, but I don't know if I want this fluid or have it more of a punch. But anyways, here it goes. So I'm just going to install one of the flowers. I'm going to grab a bit of pink. This is the good side of the paper. I'm going to grab more intense orange here. Oof. I might go back with a smaller brush and add smaller brush strokes, but for now, let's see, I'm going to do one here like this. I'm not going to spend too much in finagling at the moment. I want it to be quite loose. I'm going to feather out that color, or I guess distribute this color a little bit in the background. This one's quite intense. Ooh. Quite interesting, the color I got here from the mix of the orange and the pink. I didn't rinse my brush properly. I'm going to bring one down here, a tiny one. It makes for kind of like a peachy background. I'm going to switch to the smaller, this is the a 1/4 inch brush. They look weird right now, I understand. This one looks ridiculous. It's okay. That's okay. Maybe I'll just try to blend her in the background. It's a her. It's a she. Oh my goodness. It's a she. All right. Let's just have a little bit more fun. I find I'm getting too rigid with this one here. You know, there are some days where you really can't compose at all. I think it's one of those days. I'm not going to add too much of this, and it's quite abstract at this point, just because I'm not sure exactly, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I'm going to take my script brush and turn the book around. So that I can install. Whoa, the background is not dry. I thought it was. Surprise, surprise! It's really not going well today, guys. It's okay, we're rolling with it. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm gonna go, oops, bigger one here. And this one I'm gonna have just the end peeking through there. And I'm gonna do some kind of leaves here. They're just gonna be like little peekaboo leaves, like, yeah, those leaves. I don't want to load it up too much because those lines are quite delicate. So I figured I gotta keep it small. And I'm kind of liking that look. So let's see if I can do something about this flower here. The one at the top. I was trying to avoid making it too opaque, but it's going to be difficult not to. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, just because I don't want to mess with it too much. Now, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to add, I have this, whoa. Did not rinse my brush properly. That's what happens. Okay. I have this makeup brush that's totally dry. I don't wear makeup. And I'm just gonna dry brush that paint. Ooh, I'm liking this. Ooh. Hold on. I gotta show you. See this? Those lines there? Oh, I like that. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. I got a floofy here. Huh. Okay, so I feel I need to add some green dots somewhere in the back here. It's probably not going to look as natural today as when I first did it. And I don't want to do like, I don't want to do a full outline, because that's not what I do. I don't. Did you get that? Okay, let's address this one, because this one bothers me. If I can get over this one, excuse me, I'll be fine. So let's see here. I've got some kind of a leaf here, which I will just emphasize this way. The stem is coming down here, which is kind of odd, but we'll play with that. Okay, so technically if that branch goes this way, I could swing some of these that way. This one looks like a clementine, like a squished up clementine. Don't you think? Right, so this one's kind of weirdly shaped. Let's see here. Maybe I can play with the fact that I have this thing here. So maybe the perspective. I don't know how to address this one, but in my mind, the top is kind of like here. Now this leaf belongs to this swirly here, but it's kind of like, it looks like it's on top of the flower, but if I give the illusion that there are petals, you know, do you know what I mean? You can't, I know, I can't hear you. I know that. I know. This thing is out of the way, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I kind of like the look though. It's kind of like funky. And so this one, okay, these thingies here, they're going to be here. Oops. I'm just going to do 3 for that one. Here, let's say we're going to give that a little bit of a movement here. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of black at the beginning of each of these little leaves. I'm gonna add some white inside those, the ends there. Okay, that's better. That's gonna become an addiction, guys. And that did not accomplish anything. Anything at all. Let's scrape at it. Yes, I'm abusing this brush quite a lot, I realize that. I splashed a little bit of white, maybe it helps. I don't know. Okay, you know what? A tiny bit of yellow. And it's gonna be here and there. Like really not a lot. Not here. Oops, not you. Maybe on this side. Too much. This is off balance. It should be here just because of that leaf. Oh, okay, hold on. I just realized something. What if I were to introduce the beginning of a flower down here, and quite a large one at that, because that's a big thick stem. So that's kind of like the beginning of it, right? I'm gonna drop in a tiny bit of that pink in here. Okay. And that stem is going to continue on down here. So that's going to be for this one. I'm going to have another stem coming this way. Whoa, talk about wobbly. So now I have to have a fifth one. It's going to be down here. All right, this isn't dry, but it's okay. Of course, I'm gonna have to sketch these out. But I think it's a good save. I think. It's, you know, sometimes it's better not to overanalyze your own work. So I'm going to let that dry and I'll be back to put the final touches. green here. Someone asked me recently, how do you know when to walk away on from a piece that you're not happy with, or to keep going? First of all, if something's not bringing me joy, it's because something needs fixing. If I see a solution, if I see a fix, I'll keep going. And most often it works. And if that fix still aggravates me, and I'm looking at the overall painting and I'm not feeling it, it's time to move on. And believe you me, I have quite a few in this book. And when I do a final tour of this book, I will show you all of it. So you'll see what I mean by that, and I'll hopefully remember what happened and be able to explain to you why. But this one, I made a mistake here. I mean, it's a mistake. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It's very different from the other ones. It's very muddy, it's opaque, whereas these ones are more lively. There's a lot of different tones. Transparency is in play, and I don't know. I love these. But I think because of the other ones, because I was happy with the other ones, I just kept on going. Same for the stem here, which was out of place by quite a bit. I saw a fix, I tried it, and it worked. So great. I just, you keep going, and then in the end, you try not to look at that corner. Oh, look at that. How cute that would be. But it's okay. That's what this book is for. If I decide to do something similar on another piece of paper, or, as a final painting, I will know what to do. I will know what not to do. So every piece that I do in here brings me an experience. It brings me, most of them, joy. And so I'm very grateful for it. I found the one thing that was bothering me but couldn't figure out. So while I was on the phone with Gigi, I picked up some blue, and all of a sudden I'm feeling it completely. I still don't like this, but I figured out that the reason why it was still bugging me was that the background was warm, and all the colors here in the flowers are warm as well. And the way I art, I'm not saying it's like it's a rule, it's not, but I like a cold background with warm colors, or a warm background with cool colors. That's how I do things. So that's what was missing. I added just a little bit here and there because I didn't want everything to turn like a greenish muddy color, because I have quite a few colors in the background, and boom, now I love it. Bottom line is, this had a mistake, but it had potential, so I kept going. How's that? Cool. All right, I am wishing you a super creative weekend. Get your brushes out, get your paints out, or whatever you're doing, if it's knitting or pottery, whatever it is, be creative if you have the time to do so, or better yet, make the time to do so. Also, I encourage you to work with flat brushes if you like that look, because I think it's a great way to grow your art. I think it's a great way to be more creative, more loose, and I like that. I love the style. Anyways, that's the one that speaks to me, and I'm sure that it speaks to a few of you. So let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Also, if you create and you've been inspired by this piece and you want to share it, you can do so here, Créations CeeCee on excuse me, Facebook or Instagram. I would love to see your pictures. As usual, you'll find the list of supplies in the description of this video. You just have to click on show more. I want to say a huge thank you to my awesome patrons for being great supporters of my art. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic and creative weekend, and I will see you on Monday.